Amy Barlow, played by Elle Mulvaney, hasn't had a boyfriend on Coronation Street for quite some time as she has been focused on her studies instead. The teenager is now planning to go to university and has become a campaigner for women's rights following a recent upskirting scandal at school. However, she will find herself drawn to the former villain of the ITV soap Jacob Hay, Jack Ryan, in upcoming scenes on the weeknight serial drama, and this new relationship could result in the young pair finding out they're going to have a baby. But how will the likes of Tracy Barlow, Kate Ford, react when she finds out her daughter is set on becoming a mother? The new romance hasn't begun on screen yet, as at the moment, Amy and Jacob are still sworn enemies, which showed when they bumped into each other recently. With the former drug dealer being the person who got Simon Barlow, Alex Spain, involved with the gang, Amy is not ready to forgive Jacob for what he did to her cousin. However, with the Barlow teenager set to take center stage in a spiking storyline later this year, it seems this is how her dalliance with her enemy will begin. It seems in one way or another, Jacob will have played a part in her ordeal and he will want to make it up to her some way. Recent paparazzi pictures from the filming of the show have shown the pair together on a boat enjoying a picnic in the winter air. They will be away from the likes of Tracy, who will be highly disapproving of the new romance as she too knows Jacob's past. From this, the pair will be spending a lot more time together as they fall in love, and Amy's mother will have to accept this. As one thing leads to another, the young couple could start sleeping together and they will want to be protected, seeing as Amy has fallen pregnant before. This storyline back in 2019 resulted in her having an abortion as she wasn't ready to be a mother at such a young age. Although they weren't expecting to be parents, they could realize they are both ready to start a family, even though they are still in the early stages of their relationship. This baby could bring them together and make them stronger than ever, but they would face some strong opposition from Tracy. The stalwart would be furious to discover her daughter has found herself pregnant again, and with university just months away, she could tell her to consider what the future holds for her. Even though she has been warned, Amy could tell her mother no matter what she does, the teenager would continue with the pregnancy. Not wanting anything to do with her daughter as she has defied her, Tracy could kick Amy out of the house and tell her she and Jacob can find their own place to live. But will the soap veteran regret her decision when she realizes her pregnant daughter has ended up living on the streets? Executive producer, Ian McLeod, has teased this new storyline when speaking to Express. .co.uk and other media. The soap boss said, "We also really like the idea of pairing Jacob up with somebody who is historically quite well behaved and wouldn't say boo to a goose. That's Amy Barlow. We thought, how would Tracy and Steve react to Amy suddenly ending up in a romantic relationship with possibly the most unsuitable boyfriend they've ever heard of? Steve and Tracy try to strategize it, trying things like reverse psychology, freezing her out, cutting her off financially. All of these things just make things worse and worse, to comedy effects. In the end, they have to bite the bullet and try to get along with this lad." The actress who plays Amy, Elle, has spoken out on what it was like to play the teenage baby storyline a few years ago and how she felt when she was told it was going to be her character who found out she was pregnant. Elle explained, "It's quite nerve-wracking when they say, 'We've got a really big storyline planned,' and it's quite a lot to take on. Obviously you don't want to do it wrong and you want to give it the right representation because it is such a huge issue for loads of teenagers. so I just wanted to do it right, and when I saw the writing of it, it kind of gave me that bit of confidence because I saw it had been written right. I knew all the effort that had been put into it with all the research and stuff, and of course, I was a bit nervous at first, but when we got into it, it was really easy to do," she told Radio Times. The actress who plays Tracy, Kate, also spoke out at the time of Amy's pregnancy and said it was going to be hard for her character to adjust. Kate explained, "At that stage, she was just so shocked and angry, she hadn't really thought about what might have made Amy do something so reckless. But if she stopped to think, she might have realized that this happened around the time Amy was trying to get their attention with the family contract, and she and Steve were trying everything they could to avoid following the rules." At the time, Tracy was quite calm regarding her daughter's pregnancy, despite not knowing who the father was at that stage. But will her outrage this time cost her relationship with her daughter and grandchild in the future?